Joke.
Morning guys, welcome back to this week's SRS workshop tour.
Come on in.
Come on in. Just a whatnot counter. Ding, 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 ding. Let me take you for a walk and show you what's going on. And then we'll sort of cut that. This week we've done a bit on Stewie's red car, an RBJET. We've stripped it down for its sort of run over its final finale on it all. We got rid of all the sound deadening, etc. We had to clean out some of the brackets under the floor wells that aren't being used anymore. So it's just last little button ups on it. We've had one of our customers, Dion's Commodore, in here. She's pretty fruity. She likes to boogie.
Little red rocket. Turbo LS makes about 1,000 horsepower with power glide in it. Up until now, I think it's pretty much just done power skids, but I think he's going to get a little bit more serious with it now. Wants to put some big rubber under the back and go win some races with it, which it'll do because 1,000 horsepower V8 power glide. Can't beat it. Well, you can beat it. You can beat it with a 2,000 horsepower RB, but
you can beat it with the SR. We've been working on a drag wing that our other head fabricator, Mickey G, has been working on. He's done a pretty banging job. So it took him a little bit, but he nutted it out, worked out how he wanted to run it all and whatnot.
This is my drag wing that I made. Daniel before said that Michael actually made it, but this is just something I knocked up over Smoko. Just, you know, I was like, you know what would look good on that Commodore? Do you know?
A drag wing?
A drag wing. So yeah, it's just something I knocked up. And then Michael was just like, oh, you know, that's cool. And copied me, so it's whatever.
This week we've buttoned up a heap of things on the little Datsun. We've got all the clutch sorted and had to reroute, run all the cool lines to suit the SR20. I built a surge tank setup on this Datsun to suit SR. It's underbody surge tank. We've attached a Pierberg high pressure supply pump to it, so it's all tucked up nicely, hidden away. Can't really see it and whatnot. I mean, the fuel setup that we've made for it is a bit of an overkill for the current setup, but later on down the track, if he wants a turbo, we ended up doing a full 3-inch exhaust to suit, you know, compression, turbo, all that later on. So the fuel pump will be able to keep up if he ever wants to run more power. It's SR, it's gonna boogie, it's gonna be good. It's God's motor.
Mickey's not here, so I'll just tell you what Mickey did. So pedal box out of this car. So originally it used basically a cable style clutch, which was a pull clutch. So since it's been converted to SR with the SR box behind it, it needed to be a push clutch. So basically I pulled the pedal box out, given it to Michael, and he's modified the bracket to change the pivot point. So it's now a push clutch. Clutch is all bled up, just needs the rod adjusted slightly so that we can get the engagement point just right. And then Daniel spoke about the fuel system stuff before, so that's all done, all plumbed up, ready to go. I'm pretty sure Joe's gonna come and pick it up pretty soon and plug all the wires in and then make it go. And then hopefully, yeah, down the track we'll see it back here with a turbo on it and a bit more power.
Hey, you wanna go see what Sam's doing? We'll go check on Sam. He's working on GHEEUP, we'll see what he's up to. What are you doing down here, Sammy? What are you doing?
What am I doing?
So, Youngie managed to snap a knuckle. So we don't know how he managed to snap a knuckle, but Sam's in the process of changing it out. It's his favourite job to do. Aim a bar. Loud noises. What else we got going on, George? But I'm coming to see you, bro. Come to see you. We can't really see it. All right. Oh wait, come to SKYLINE. Yeah, I'll be a good tour. Yeah, go on, bring it down. This week we've had to switch out to the 150, well 5.5 inch I guess you'd say, 5.5 inch intercooler. All our air temps and stuff going back to back, we're just getting a bit warm, so we figured we'd just upgrade it to the bigger one, so sort of manage our air temps a bit better. We've just got back our turbo housings and all our intercooler piping back from the painters, so it's all fresh black, mobbed out since Cub Scouts. We've had the rear housing and the dump pipe all Celicated for just heat transfer, it's better off.
So yeah, our favourite customer, Andrew. So he brought it back in, as Daniel was talking about before with the IATs. It was just, that 100mm series was working and it would work really well, but it's just when you try and back to back, you know, turn 3 to 6 at GHEEUP, it just gets heat soaked. Put the 5.5-inch cooler on it, and we'll go back and test that and see how it goes, but I'm sure that we're probably not going to have any issues with IOTs anymore. But yeah, the Knuckle that Daniel was talking about before, I haven't got it out yet, but basically Andrew was in here poking around, just doing a little mechanical inspection that he does himself before every time he drives this car, and he just noticed that things looked a little bit off. So yeah, we sort of poked around in there a bit more and found out that yeah, it cracked the cast knuckle somehow, just magically. Andy never goes off track ever, so we really don't know how it broke, but we're going to get that ripped out. We'll get some new bushes pressed into this one before we put it on, just so it's all fresh, ready to go. And then we'll put that in. And then, yeah, car should be back up and running by this afternoon. Whenever you see this video, it might already be running. Hitting a Mexico near you. Daniel's pipe that he's too scared to weld up.
That Mickey G doesn't want me to weld up.
Didn't believe in you.
He doesn't have the faith. Mickey G, he's my mentor, but he doesn't have the faith, you know. Wait.
I suppose, I don't know, that's what you really need. You can work with that, maybe, or not. You're such a wanker.
If you want to come over here, George, have a look at this Celica, old Brups. It's come in, we've had to do all new intercooler piping for it, all alloy intercooler piping, just all mocked up at the moment and whatnot. Yeah, it's a pretty good little rig. Sam, do you want to come put on your intercooler piping that you've done?
Yeah, so that was Michael's effort.
Michael's effort.
Got a bit tired of
Sam come through and really just made it elite, really.
Goes here somewhere.
It's just got to butt into there, bro.
Michael actually made this.
It fits.
It's little, not so little, I guess, little Celica. Mickey's been doing some fab work on, so he's been snaking some intercooler piping around underneath the car while trying to keep it tucked up, because it is quite, well, it's not low, but it's not high, so the higher up we can keep everything, the better. So he's been working on snaking that around with different bends and bits and pieces, and he's done a really good job. The bottom pipe's done, top pipe's pretty much done, just gonna be full welded up, it's all tacked up. Mickey will probably get to that on Monday unless Daniel finds the courage to do it himself and wear it. But
I'll do it.
I think this is Michael's little baby, so he probably doesn't want him touching it, especially.
It's Michael's baby.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I'm Michael's baby.
Yeah, Daniel's Michael's baby.
I'm Michael's baby, so you shouldn't touch Michael's baby.
Yeah, don't touch Michael's baby. Don't put Michael in the
Michael
corner.
touches me.
Michael does touch Daniel. I've seen he always kisses you on the forehead, doesn't he?
Bro, doesn't
it's so weird, eh?
Look, it's alright. It's just father-son.
Anyway, a fun little street car this. When it's all done.
Something a bit different, front wheel drive.
Yeah, something a bit different, something like if we'll cover that up, that way Stu will let it stay here, but Toyota. Oh, what a feeling. Toyota.
On the R32, on Corey's 32, we actually finally got around to hanging the tank. We just had to wait on a few bits and pieces. From radium, we had to wait for the radium weld-in ring for the radium drop-in module. So once that turned up, we welded that in, fitted it out, we've mounted it and whatnot.
Intercooler's in and mounted, so Daniel's tried out a bit of a different style bracket this time compared to what we normally do, and I'm quite a large fan of it actually.
Thank you, bro.
No, I hate it.
You would too.
No, I'm kidding, it looks good. No, it's something a bit different compared to the normal sort of style that we've been going for. Probably a little bit more solid, and it still looks good. It's that little bit extra that it needs, I think. So Corey's car, RB, TR6060 behind it, so very similar to the T56 out of the Falcons and the Commodores. So got the gearbox all in place, so measured up the tail shaft, so it'll be on the way. Full exhaust has already been made, and Daniel's drop tank back here. So a lot of the fabrication work is getting pretty close to done on this, and then we'll sort of start moving on to more of the smaller jobs that take up the most time, because there's a lot of them, all the finicky things to do.
Signing into another workshop tour of the SRS fabrication shop.
We're gonna go get some lunch.
We're gonna go get some smoko, and we'll see you next week.
Some smoko. I thought we were getting lunch.
We'll get both.
Let's go. Let's go. You're not Let's go. Didn't roll very far, did it? All right.